Are you looking at all the new lights, all the new gadgets and gizmos aplenty? Do you see all these who's its and what's its galore over here? You want any thingamabob? This is another episode of Live from Ox City. Uh, I made
You
those
all
words
right?
up. Did you know that?
What is that from? That's
No,
from
you
like
know what
The
it's
Little
from.
Mermaid, right?
You know what it's from. Don't do that.
No.
Don't
I'm
act
saying
like.
no. I know it's from one of those. He said like I'm trying to be too cool to remember. No, I know it's a Disney movie, but it's The Little Mermaid, right? Or is
Yeah.
it one of those other ones? Okay.
No, it's
You
the
know
Little
that
Mermaid.
era. There's like a bunch of them that are kind of fused together.
Yeah. that's that's the classics period, I think. Disney Renaissance period.
Yeah, when they had like subliminal messages in if you
Yeah, they had
slow it
like
down.
penises hiding in on all this stuff.
Oh, I don't know if I didn't see
Really? That was the thing. It was like if you pause it at the right time in Aladdin, there's like a penis on the
Yeah.
in the clouds or something.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Or
I,
I might
I
have made
I
it up.
thought it
I don't
was
know.
I thought it just said something like sex or something. I didn't know it had an actual
What, like if you
penis. Like,
rewind it?
yeah, I thought it was the word. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna try to like bring it up, but my first thought for the search was Disney penis, and I was like, nah, fuck it.
You would search something like that.
I didn't.
Your
I
your algorithms are probably crazy.
Okay, all right. I wasn't even gonna bring this up, but
Okay.
on my Facebook Marketplace, for some reason, every time I open Facebook Marketplace, this is what I get. Oh, there we go. It's
Wow.
it for whatever reason, it's "Don't tread on me." It's the flag with the lines, with the color lines. For whatever reason, I don't know. Every time I go on Facebook Marketplace, that's it's filled with all of that. So and then I don't know where my algorithms are at. Disney penis.
Yeah, that's a crazy algorithm to have or
Yeah.
search for someone to be like, "Hey, can I see your phone to search something?" And then that's the last
Yeah.
searched thing.
Yeah. People should beware if they're gonna search anything on my phone. I trust me. Before we move off of Disney, what's your favorite Disney cartoon movie?
And that's a great question. I haven't given much thought. What's yours?
I would say Aladdin, probably.
Okay.
If I'm just thinking about like how many or which one I've watched the most, I
Okay.
think it'd probably be Aladdin. Because all the other ones, I guess, most of them are like female characters, like you know, or like a lot of them have
Yeah, there's
female. It's like Beauty and the Beast. It's like which is fine. It's just like as a kid, I'm like,
Geppetto and stuff.
God damn, this is the old one.
What, Geppetto? Isn't that from Pinocchio?
Pinocchio is super old though.
Oh, okay. Um, Dang, my
Pinocchio's from the
favorite
like from the
one.
40s. You know that, right?
No, they're just cartoons that when I was little. I didn't know. I didn't read the dates that they were produced and directed.
Uh,
Man, I would say, damn, that's a great question. I would probably just say The Lion King or something like that.
yeah, Lion King. Lion King's another one that's up there, top 5. Lion King,
Top five.
Aladdin. Uh,
Yeah,
I think
Aladdin's definitely in there.
Hercules is that one creeps in there for me.
See, I didn't know that was Disney.
Yeah.
Does the Mighty
Um,
Ducks count?
no, it's got to be a cartoon.
Okay.
What are the other ones? There's Beauty and the Beast, and then there's all the, like the Snow White, Cinderella, you know, all
I
that.
never
Like
got into those.
that's what I'm saying. Like those ones, I'm like, but Aladdin is a little more fun, I guess.
Yeah, Aladdin. You got what's the Ariel one? Little
Little
Mermaid.
Mermaid. Yeah, that one.
Dang, I
I
can't
don't know
even
if I think
remember.
yeah, like no, I'm trying to think all of the princesses, right? Like there's the whatever. Oh my god. Do you know what American Girl dolls are?
No, what's that?
They're like they're these dolls that I don't know. I remember my younger sister, she got one when we were kids. Like she really wanted one and she got one. But they still have them. And all these dolls, like these American Girl dolls, they're all supposed to come with like some kind of story. Um,
Mm.
some about their character or whatever. And so I was looking at, I don't know how it ended up, but we were at work and somebody was looking at them. And some of these stories for these dolls are crazy. God, I just clicked on the website because I was going to show you. This website is crazy. I gotta use this brand new spanking who's it? It's Cole. What's it? It's galore feature that we got here.
Man, never did I think this podcast we'd get to a doll website. But go ahead.
Are you seeing this? Look at these dolls.
That's a crazy statement. Look at these dolls. All
All
right.
right, I'm not gonna dive too deep because I can't find it. But some of these ones were like, it was like Native American girl's family gets slaughtered by Europeans, so she's all alone in the new world, and
Oh,
that's like
dang.
her story. Or like some girl who like ran away, like a runaway slave, like for these kids' dolls.
Dang. They're using it
That's
as a
why
way
we
to
were talking about
teach
it.
someone's history or something.
I think
That's a
maybe it's
crazy introduction
yeah
to that.
yeah yeah. So pretty. That's why we're on the doll website. Recently, what's the USA basketball or you at the Olympics? Do you know
Which
where the
is
Olympics are going to
basically
be?
for me, it's USA basketball.
Yeah, you don't watch like trampoline or skateboarding or
Nah, I'm not a big I don't really get into all the extra stuff. The
yeah.
other things. I stick
You
with
don't
what I
watch
know.
the one where they like ski and then they shoot a bow and arrow and throw a bowling ball.
Nah. I mean, at
No,
one point, like I think one year maybe I did just um just to see what the Olympics were about, but other than that, nah.
when do you think UFC or MMA gets to the Olympics?
Yeah, that's a good question because I think it's popular enough, right? And it's in enough countries and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's global for sure. Like,
Yeah, so I'm surprised it hasn't got I mean, what's the criteria to like? Is there a voting thing that they're like, yes,
to get
let's
sports
put this
in.
sport in there? Yeah,
I don't know,
that's
but I
that's kind of
wonder,
a weird behind the scenes thing.
yeah, like who would push for it, you know? And then
Yeah, and
would
then
it have to
who's
be
approving it?
amateurs, you know, or
Yeah,
that whole thing, you know? Because is boxing is still that, right? You have to be an amateur.
yeah. I don't know what they're exactly doing, but yeah, I know recently they were saying pros, but yeah, it's always been amateur, and and that's kind of how you got like that's for at least boxing. That's how you got the top guys in because the pros are like, I'd rather make money if I'm
Right.
getting hit in the face.
That's the thing.
Other
Yeah. What's the
sports,
incentive?
yeah, and it is by sport, right? So it's like NBA, it's kind of or basketball, they can get more money, so it's not always the top guys are going. Like obviously
Yeah.
LeBron, Kawhi, like a lot of these people aren't going. Uh, but other sports where it's like a step up in notoriety, then it's like a no-brainer. Like you gotta go to the Olympics,
Yeah.
or there's no if you're on the cusp, like you're definitely trying to go because it means more money.
Well, it definitely could be that, especially if you're, if it's UFC or MMA and it's, who's the best hand to hand fighter in the world, basically, you know?
Yeah, yeah, it'd be
And then
kind of
you're
cool.
taking home, you're competing for your country in that, and you're have a chance to take home a gold medal in that. I think that's incentive.
Yeah, you have the wrestling, which is like a lot of people. Not a lot, but there's people I know that are in the UFC or whatever or MMA that
Yeah.
they've been in the Olympics for wrestling.
Yeah. There are a lot of guys.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so there's that aspect of it, but not full on UFC or MMA competitions.
They just need to
But
combine boxing and wrestling and then just make it into one. And then you have your MMA.
mm,
Oh, you're
got
offended
it.
by that.
No, I was just wondering where you were going with that. It's kind of why wouldn't they just create? Yeah, that's kind of weird.
But I think it'd be interesting because it's like you have some countries that are like really popular for it, obviously us, and then you have like Brazil. Brazil produces a lot of good talent. I think Japan does Pride. I think is their one of them. They have a pretty big MMA. Uh, you know,
Organization.
yeah, whatever it is. Um, so they definitely do. And then I know it's big in Europe, like Russia, and like those countries, like Eastern Europe. Those are the ones that do like the group MMA videos or the group MMA competitions.
Oh yeah, I'm not that deep into it. Pause. I've never seen that. Who do you
Have
think the
you really
most
never
popular?
seen that?
No, I haven't seen any of that. No.
Oh my god. We
Who do you
talked
think the
about it though,
most
I think.
popular? Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, we might have. Yeah, who do you think the most popular MMA um person in that realm is? Like the
Oh,
most
Connor,
popular
by
person,
far.
Conor McGregor,
Yeah.
by far.
Yeah. Yeah, leaps and bounds. I mean, he's the most successful. I don't think
Yeah,
anyone's even close. I don't think anyone's made half what he's made, would be my guess. But
that's crazy.
yeah, I mean, because he extended it outside of that, like he moved it to boxing, moved it to, I mean, you know, to Proper 12, to he has clothing companies, he's got all kinds of stuff, Um, and he's about to, so he fights tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Poirier.
Poirier, yeah, he um, that's gonna be because I know Hoya knocked him. He knocked him out last time. I think it was.
I don't know.
Uh,
He
but
lost though. I know that.
yeah, he lost, and so we'll see what happens tomorrow. But if he loses tomorrow, there's definitely going to be uh, some his value is going to drop because if he just keeps losing because he got his ass beat by Khabib, like Khabib whooped his ass bad. And he was talking shit to him while he was doing it. I don't know if you've seen that at all, but leading up to the
I
fight,
saw.
McGregor was, McGregor's chirping and he was doing McGregor shit. And Khabib doesn't really talk. He's just trains and whatever. And he came out and he had McGregor, like he totally dominated. Like he was mostly like wrestling with him, but just getting him in positions where McGregor couldn't really do anything, and then just beating him up, like just like holding him down and making it so he can't move, and just beating him and telling him or asking him as he's doing that, he's saying, uh, "Talk now." He's saying, "Let's talk. Like you like to talk, so let's talk." And so like he's punching him and he's telling him, "Let's talk right now." So that was an embarrassing loss for McGregor. And then this last one, not a good performance. And then if he loses this one again, I mean, if he gets knocked out tomorrow, then his UFC career is going to be, he might have to consider doing something else for a little bit, like move to boxing, maybe. Try to set up a Pacquiao fight. I don't know, but but it'll be interesting. But he is by far the most successful.
He could fight Oscar De La Hoya, who's calling everybody out.
I mean, realistically, because I don't see. Well,
Yeah, you can definitely see it happening. It's
I
something that can happen,
I'm gonna.
which is
I got the
crazy.
clip. You want me to run the clip? I'll take that as a yes.
What is a clip of Connor?
This is a clip of Oscar De La Hoya on Mike Tyson's podcast. Is that what it is? Hot boxing.
Yeah, hot boxing with Mike
Yeah,
Tyson.
yeah. So he went on. Do you watch all of these?
No, I there's. It's one of those things where it's like it depends on the guest, but a lot of times I'll watch it because of Mike Tyson's responses and how he's just so out of
Yeah,
touch and out of
yeah.
bounds from like the show. It's just
From
funny.
reality.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Oscar De La Hoya went on the show, and they're talking about possibly fighting again. So here's that.
You know what I'm saying?
I know how your subconscious makes a
Right?
bitch out of you.
Right?
Yeah, I know how it works.
And so the fact I want to do two of these fights, I want to do hold on. I want to do two of these fights, and then guess what? I want to do a real fight, a 12-round fight with either Floyd or Canelo.
I never heard no shit like this.
What's your take, Mike? What's your take on that?
I want you to look in the cameras and say that.
Yeah. I want to do in my third fight coming back. I'm either gonna call out Floyd or Canelo.
Damn, there we have it. There we have it. That's
Ooh.
what I'm talking about. That's what separates Oscar from the rest. That's what separates you, Mike. Your mentality.
I'm so excited. It's here and they got me erect almost.
Henry Cejudo's like egging it on.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, let's see it. I want to like stir the pot. Who is that dude? Henry Cejudo?
He's an MMA guy.
Oh,
He's
okay.
like an MMA champion or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know his, if he was super good or anything like that. I just know he was an MMA guy.
Yeah.
But
So he's
he's the co-host, dude. But man, that was funny. He
yeah.
Mike
God,
Tyson
he's
also
gonna.
was like, I never seen shit like that. What do you say?
I think that. Like I don't know what he's talking about, but De La Hoya, he's talking to like Cejudo, right? And he's um, so he has some connection with UFC people or MMA people, but not good connection with Dana White, apparently.
No, they hate each other. Absolutely hate each other.
Which, like, Oscar De La Hoya, he's the only one who's doing stuff that just makes it easy to just clown him, you know?
Yeah.
Like when he's all drunk or whatever it was at that
Whatever
the
he's
last
on.
fight. Yeah. So, and Dana White, I mean, Dana White is making money. He made the island thing happen. Like he's, knocking down every barrier in front of him. So like De La Hoya really can't say shit about Dana White.
Nah,
But
he's killing the game. They got the market cornered with the UFC.
yeah. But De La Hoya saying he's gonna fight Canelo or Floyd. Floyd, I could see. I don't know. I don't know about you, but I could maybe if Floyd just wanted to, make some quick money.
Yeah.
But Canelo, I
Yeah.
can't see that one.
Yeah, that's nuts to even think. Yeah, it's obviously he's not trying to do that. Like he knows he'd get badly hurt. He promoted the guy. He knows he'll get badly hurt, but yeah, I could see Floyd happening. I could see him and Floyd happening.
Has
But
De La Hoya hasn't fought anybody, right? Recently?
yeah, he's been retired for like what 2007?
Yeah, but I didn't know if he did like any of these trash fights,
He fought Shaq. He fought Shaquille O'Neal, which actually it was kind of scary for. I don't think
For
Shaquille
who?
was really going for De La Hoya.
What do you mean? Like Shaq was gonna knock him out?
I mean, if he connected, just think about that. Just think about that.
De
How
La
tall is
Hoya is
Oscar De La
what?
Hoya?
He's probably not a teeny tiny, but he's definitely
No, he's maybe 6 foot, maybe. He's definitely not, but I think he's whatever.
damn. Shaq's over a foot taller.
Yeah,
Over a foot
that's
taller and like 150 pounds heavier.
easy 150. Yeah, so
Well,
if
that's
you look at it, it's like, hopefully he doesn't connect on like a
so
stiff
all right, so he
jab.
did a trash fight. Yeah, so he did do a trash fight.
Yeah, he's supposed to be fighting someone coming up, I thought.
How come him and Canelo, like what they had like a falling out or something?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think it started from Canelo kind of not really respecting him, like all the stuff
I
that
wonder
was
why.
coming out,
Yeah.
and then it became a more of a business thing, like, but yeah, and then now like De La Hoya is throwing jabs at him on no pun, but on like commenting on videos of him like teaching little kids how to box and stuff. he's, he's like, you don't know what you're talking about and this and that.
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah, and
Well,
then just throwing little sublims at him. It's just very, very, I don't know, very weird.
well, Dana White got asked about Canelo's or about De La Hoya's coming out of retirement, and
Mm-hmm.
I got the got the little video here. I do want to know why they hate each other. I assume this is why everybody else hates him, but this is what Dana White had to say about it.
Finally, last one. I'm a good friend of yours, Oscar De La Hoya, has announced he's coming out of retirement to box again. I just wondered if you had any.
Cocaine isn't cheap. It's expensive. Got to make money.
Thanks, Dana.
Yep.
It sucks because that's his reputation, you know.
Yeah, you're
can't escape
having a
that.
hard time with this.
No, I'm not.
Talking about him right now.
Who?
You look like you're
Oscar?
cringing. Yeah, like
Oscar?
like,
Nah, I don't.
yeah, like
he's a
speaking
weirdo.
about him.
I think he's a weirdo. He's a
Obviously.
great. He was a great boxer. He fought everyone. He didn't duck anyone. You know, he was I think he won gold at the Olympics. He did his thing. Like, he's one of the greatest boxers ever. But when you start cross dressing and doing all this weirdo like cocaine stuff and getting all drunk and high and slurring your words, it just looks weird. It's a bad look.
Slurring your words.
Yeah, they said, like, people have said for years that he's not the one running Golden Boy Promotions. It's his brother. You know, it's
And they just use his name.
It's the
kinda.
people around him. Yeah, and he shows up. You know, to the
Yeah,
for certain
he shows
times
up
to
and
the
gets wasted.
Yeah, and I actually got stories from people who've encountered him like wasted, like, but I'm not gonna go there.
Well, I hope it happens. I hope he, I hope he gets one of those fights. I think Floyd is possible. God damn, if Floyd gets that fight, and like, I don't know how much he made off of the
They
Jake
said
Paul
100
fight, but
mil.
He made 100 mil.
That's what they said. That was the
Did,
report.
did
that
they
came
say
out.
how much Jake Paul or Logan Paul made?
Logan Paul? Nah, I didn't hear anything about that. I don't really follow them.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to because they're
Yeah, I know they're
all over
everywhere.
the place. Yeah, I mean,
Literally.
but before, I just want to share this video.
Oh damn, we got videos on deck.
We got videos on deck.
This guy got a video for everything we talk about.
I enjoyed watching him cry so much. It's probably crazy
Spoiler
to
alert.
say. Yeah. But it's just, and I was trying to think to myself, like, why? Why do I want to see him fail and cry so bad? And he even says it in like when he's talking, he says like, people want to see me fail for no reason. And I thought about that, like, why do I want to see him fail? And I guess it's just because his ascent is so shitty, and like the way that those guys conduct themselves, and stuff that they do to get money, or these fights that they're they're fighting some kid, some video game kid, and then you know whatever. I guess it's just that, but I really enjoyed seeing him be upset.
Sorry, I'm getting like a little teary-eyed. But yeah, and then I wake up the next day and like have a phone call like with my lawyers for one of the lawsuits, and I knew that it was gonna be like a big L. And it, like, I'm just sitting on the phone call for literally like something I did not do. Like it's and it goes back to like people just like attacking Jake Paul and like wanting to see me fail for literally like fucking nothing. Like they're suing me for something I didn't do. Like, on God, it's just the most bullshit thing. And I literally had to pay them a lot of fucking money for no reason. And I'm like, it just pisses me the fuck off. And then
No. I don't like to lose. Second.
I mean, the irony, like you gotta. He didn't bring any of this. Like, come on,
Yeah.
you didn't bring any of it to like nothing. I don't know why. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, I don't know why. Why would people not like me? Like, you cannot be that. You can't be serious.
Yeah.
I just love how he's like, I took a big L. I knew it. I
Yeah.
had to pay like a lot of money. Like, oh, you mean all
Yeah.
that money that you didn't earn and the people you just like,
I
did
will
all
say
this
that he
weird
didn't earn
crazy
it.
shit?
I'm not saying he didn't earn it. He earned that money. But
Okay.
what
I
he
mean,
did to get there warrants
okay.
the response.
Sure. Okay.
Like it'd be like Floyd becoming, when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he wasn't getting as much money, and then he changed to Money Mayweather, and he was kind of the villain. It'd be like Floyd, like, I don't get it. Why do you guys hate me? It's like he
Yeah,
knows what
like,
he's doing.
yeah, you're choosing to play the villain.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
that's
the
what this guy, he
Joker
has so
saying, "Why
many
does everybody
videos
hate
of.
me?"
Yeah, he's like throwing, what was he throwing, eggs at people? Like
Yeah,
did he
and
throw
water
egg?
bottles. He threw like some water
Yeah.
bottle at
Yeah,
somebody.
like come on, man. You're looting during the protests and
Oh,
riots
was
and
that him?
stuff.
That was
It's one of them.
one of them? Yeah. So he just like jumped in and he's like, "Come on, guys."
Yeah, I don't know if it was him or not, but it was one of them. Same.
Yeah, I mean, same. Yeah, same shit. Whatever. They're the same.
Uh, yeah,
But yeah,
that's
there's
hey
just
man.
something satisfying about seeing and hearing him say, "I had to pay a lot of money." I thought that was
Hmm.
that I enjoyed that part.
You did.
I did. I mean, he still has more money than I'll probably ever have, but he, it's nice to see him have to give some of it up. You can do that. You can sacrifice your, or give up your dignity or whatever to make a bunch of money. You can do it. Everybody can do it. It's easy. It's not difficult. That's why
Yeah.
if you do that, then like I don't have any respect for you anymore because you just like everyone has that choice and people don't make it for a reason and you choose to make it. That's your choice. And then my choice then is to not respect you for that.
Yeah. No, it's like the whole Takashi 69 clout chasing
Yeah.
lane. And it's like, okay, you're super popping with certain demographics and certain people, but in the long run, like what's your run gonna be like? What's your long term run gonna be like?
Yeah.
Who you alienating and disrespecting along this way, along this
Yeah.
little journey that you got going. Yeah.
And how do the people that are closest to you feel about what you do? Because people like that, they get all this validation from outside people they've never met, like people on the internet or whatever. And so that becomes like how they get like positive, reinforcement or whatever. And then, but it's the people like in their camp or their family or whatever that see what they do on the base level. And then, so are they on board with what you're doing? Are they okay with what you do? Like, are they proud of you for that? That's what I'm more like me personally. I care much more about what people that I know think about me than people that I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
of
I think
course.
some people are reversed.
Yeah, yeah, like yeah, it's evident. Yeah, it's just weird lanes that people have created, and there's like weird troll lane. That's
Yeah.
like that. I guess was what you would call it, the troll lane. Like
Yeah.
I'm a troll. You know, that's the path you've chosen. You know,
We need some troll music. Like some kind of like a
I
drop,
don't even.
like
I
and
don't
there's a
know.
troll
We do,
moment.
that's what we don't need.
Nah, we'll
That's
get
what
it.
we
I'll
don't
work
need.
on it. I'll work on
Nah,
that
we don't
next.
need that. We don't need that in our life. Troll music.
Um. Oh, armored car. There's a Batmobile in Oxnard now.
Really?
No, it's not a
You saw
Batmobile,
it?
but it looks like it. I saw a picture of it. Yeah, it looks like a. I think they said the
It's like a
vehicle
tank.
costs like. Yeah, it's basically a tank, but it costs like $260,000 or something. But it's basically like a giant police SWAT tank thing. Um, but it made me think of the Batmobile because it
Of
looks like
course it did.
the. Of course it did. I mean, of course it did. Which, by the way, I forgot to mention this earlier, but we were talking about, our or my potential setup with my studio room or whatever it's going to be. I'm just telling you now, it's going to look like the Batcave.
What's the bat game?
It's
God,
going to look like
you just throw the
operating a
bat
spaceship.
in front of anything. You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
this
what
is
you do.
coming out of the bathroom. I just took a bat poop. Oh, this is the bat room. This is the bat bowl. This is the bat cup. Why is
Hey,
everything a
Shaq
bat?
does it. You never say anything when Shaq does it. Shackmas,
That's
Mary
true.
Shackmas.
Yeah, Shaq in a fool. Shaq
Yeah,
in
Shaq and a
Shaka
fool.
Claus.
Yeah,
Shaka. Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
Shaq's giving. Like,
So Shaq and Batman got that in common.
yeah.
Okay, so you're you saw a Batmobile
Mm-hmm. Saw
and
Batmobile.
you saw like a truck that looked like an armored car and you're like, oh, that's a Batmobile,
Yeah.
right? Okay. What made you think? Because I thought the Batmobile looked like a stretch Rolls Royce almost.
It depends on which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
If you're talking about the movies, like the Christopher Nolan movies, that one that one's the tank.
It's a box on wheels. There was no
Sure.
creativity.
Oh, okay.
The Michael Keaton bat car or whatever it's called, mobile, that was actual like creativity. Okay, like I could see this being a bat. This a bat drives this.
A Batman drives it.
Yeah.
There's but there it's but what did that one even do? It had fire. It shot
Like
fire out the
fire
back.
coming out the back. Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, but, see,
Literally.
flash, but there's no practicality. There's no reason. The other
You
one,
gotta
the
look
tank, he's
cool.
just like driving through buildings. That's useful.
Yeah.
And then there's a motorcycle in it. He like blew off the doors and then he starts riding the
Really?
motorcycle. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. What's that? But you called it wrong. You said the wrong name for it.
Is the tumbler
No,
is what it's
you
called.
got to throw bat in in the beginning of it.
I called it the Batmobile.
No, the bat motorcycle.
Oh, what's Bat Cycle?
Oh, sorry.
You don't have to say motor.
So
It's Bat Cycle.
So Oxnard has a bat mobile.
Has a Batmobile, yeah, for like police.
All right.
But
Okay.
I wanted to ask you if you had if you were a superhero and you had a car. Like
Yeah.
what's the car built around? Like what kind of chassis? You know what I mean? Like
What's that? What's a chassis?
so that Batmobile that you're talking about, the Keaton one, that one was made off of a Corvette, I think. So like
Oh,
that's
really?
why it kind of has that look. So like I'm the one that's
Something.
about to come out. Where's the the new Batman movie that's about to come out? The Batmobile in that one looks like a muscle car. It looks like a um it looks like a Charger or a Challenger or something like that.
Well, first of
Which
all,
is
the superheroes in like Avengers, they have just
wings.
nice like Audi cars and stuff like that. They have actual human cars, not bat cars and stuff.
See,
So it's
look at
all
that.
weird adaptations of cars. They just have
Yeah.
actual cars. So I'd probably just
So
get an
you would just have
actual
an
car.
actual car.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have so because people spot you a mile away. Like, oh, there he is, trying to come fight crime. This guy thought we couldn't see his bat car. Come on. He's literally in the only car like that is like that.
Yeah, I guess that's why he's only gonna come out at night, right? Like he can't leave.
Yeah, he limits himself. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right. So, would you have a cape?
No. Why?
Why even be a
Why have a cape?
superhero then?
Because you have actual superheroes that are like aerodynamic, or they have like they don't have to worry about ironing their cape.
I
Who's ironing the cape every single time? Like
Alfred.
he has to wait to go
Alfred.
fight
No,
crime because it hasn't been ironed.
Alfred's got it all. He's got it on lock.
So he has to fold it, or he just puts it out like
Yeah, he's got them all.
hanging.
He's got a bunch of them in his closet that all look the same. And he just grabs a new one every day.
What is the use of the cape?
Aesthetics.
See, it's just too much. What if you step on the cape? Then you fall. It's like, man.
Or if you're running away and somebody just steps on the cape and you
That's
can't
what
run
I'm
away
saying.
anymore.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, or it gets stuck in a door or like an elevator or it's hanging out
Assets
the
over
side of the bat
liabilities.
car. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. Yeah. But that's all. I just wanted to know what kind of bat car you would have or what kind of Drew car you would have.
Yeah, it'd just be a human car so that I could just hop out and be like, I got you. You thought this wasn't.
Okay. Got it. It's summertime almost, or it is summertime, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
What do you?
Yes, that is a fact.
What do you have planned? You're not a beach person, really, right?
I
don't think I've ever been to the beach with you before.
I more so do workouts on the beach. Like I like to do the running, do the I really got into doing workouts on the beach after I got my Achilles injury. As far as just going to the beach and just watching waves, nah, I'm not. Not too many. Not too many of that. Not too many of that.
Yeah, and then
I get
definitely
bored.
know that you're not going in the water. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get like swallowed by sharks. So not to get back to that.
No, I'm not either.
But I mean, I'll go to the beach. It's just got to be. It just gets boring after a while.
It does. It does. And
so that
I'll bring like a book or something, or football.
Yeah, if there's something to do, I'll definitely go. Like if there's something to do, like I like the beaches that have like basketball courts, or
It's
they're
dangerous though.
Nearby restaurants or something like that.
You start messing because there's a beach court over where I live.
Yeah,
and
the sand.
Yes.
See, I don't go hard.
I know, but then you go with
I'm not
Zach,
that
and
dude.
then he's like you know?
Oh, dang, he called names out. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be like the professor. You ever see that dude? He's like
Oh
going
my
and
god, he's
challenging people.
still doing it. It's like the professor goes to San Quentin, and he's,
The
like,
funny thing is
crossing
like
over inmates and shit.
real life is like I could literally post this dude up, just like take him in a pose and lay
Yeah.
it up.
He's teeny tiny weight for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But it's cool to see. Like I was talking to someone who was like, "Yeah, I was watching the professor videos." I was like, "Really?"
And you're probably talking about somebody who's, like, a player, right? Like
No, he wasn't no, like he played football. Like he's
oh,
not a
okay,
basketball
okay.
dude, but he was like, "Oh, I was just watching the professor." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I
Like
also
I'm not trying to hate, but it's just like, you know, all that little stuff.
yeah. It it doesn't make sense to me why not just put that time into the other parts of your game? You know,
Well,
like
I think he just saw like, okay, I'm not gonna really make it, which is
but why
everyone. I
not?
didn't
Is
make
he
it.
really that
A lot of
small?
people didn't. I think he's like 5'7", somewhere around there.
Oh, okay.
And so he didn't really have I don't think he had like a shot, like a good shot, like a jump shot. So it's just like I have this lane, this and one lane, and let me capitalize off that. And he's doing his thing. I think he's making a lot of money
He
doing that.
probably is. But
I think he is.
I mean,
So I like
YouTube
to
and
see.
social media have they saved him. If that,
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah, for sure.
because I haven't seen him or anything from him until the last few months or something. Like I didn't know he was
Yeah.
still freaking dribbling. Like he's
Yeah,
been
he's still
dribbling
dribbling.
for 15 years.
Still got that handle going. Yeah, he's definitely been traveling probably the world doing that dribble
Yeah,
stuff.
hitting retirement homes all over the place.
Yeah,
He's
he
like
never walks
bouncing
into
the
like
ball off of their forehead.
yeah, because he never walks into like the rec center where there's like good run going
No,
on.
no, he's at
He
Boys and
never
Girls Club, and he's like,
like if someone throws the ball off the backboard while I'm guarding them and then they catch it and then shoot it, it's a different, like if they can accomplish the feat of doing that, right? Like if
yeah,
you're if you somehow allow them to do that, which if someone throws the ball up against the back where you just get the rebound.
yeah. What about
But
throw it between your legs though?
yeah, no, okay, see, this is where I'm going. If someone does that, do you know the amount of defensive intensity that comes with that after that happens?
Oh
Like
yeah, like oh, you
as a
want to do that, huh?
oh, you're trying to like embarrass me? You're trying to shit on
Yeah,
me? Oh, okay. Like, all right. Yeah, nah, you're not gonna get these little tricks and jokes off. This is not the way you're like, I don't know what camera crew you got going on. Time out. This happened one time to me at LA Fitness. I just thought about it. This dude was filming himself shoot. Like someone was filming him shoot the ball or do moves and stuff. And uh he there was two other people waiting, and they're like, you want to run twos? I'm like, yeah, cool. I'm on the other side of the court shooting. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So I come to the other side where he's filming his little routine, and he's like, can you guard me? And I'm like I'm thinking like, of course I could guard you. Like, are you
of
asking
course,
if I can
obviously.
guard you? And then he was like, no, can you guard me right now? Like I'm doing this video.
Wow.
I'm like, I'm like, yeah, but it's not gonna end. It's not gonna be what you're thinking. You're not just gonna like
Yeah.
dribble through the legs and shoot on me and stuff. He filmed it 3 times and said, all right, let's just play twos. So yeah, I'm not trying to be you think I'm gonna be a prop? Like, come on,
Yeah.
man.
I mean,
Knock it off.
I did that. Like we did that one time, but it wasn't like
To get you a
it,
scholarship.
It wasn't like that though. Yeah, and we were trying to get me a scholarship.
Yeah, yeah, that was a different story. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that was. So yeah,
And
it's just certain level of.
approaching a stranger and you're like, "Hey, can you come over here so I can shit on you?"
Right, right.
Like, yeah, that's pretty wild to ask.
Yeah. And it's just weird because you look at those videos like that human being doesn't have a certain level of disposition with which is getting smashed on in the video. I just sometimes I don't get it.
Yeah. I don't know. Those probably aren't the best workout tapes to send in, would be my guess now. Of
Right.
doing like one-on-one drills with somebody, because it's like you don't as if you're a coach or a scout or whatever, you receive a video and you don't know if it's just this guy's friend who's like, not guarding him or whatever. That's
Yeah.
right. You probably need game footage, but
Yeah, I don't know why you just didn't send game footage.
I don't think I had any.
And they didn't give it to you? They didn't give you the game footage?
No, I asked
They
for it
didn't
and they're like,
film
"Oh,
the
you threw it
games?
away."
That's so crazy.
No, we threw it away. We ruined your chances to ever use it.
Yeah. That was
Oh,
one of the
cool.
days where you kind of had to DVD and all that stuff. Like you had to,
Yeah.
you know, that was a different era of recruiting.
Yeah, it was. And I will say, I mean, we probably talked about it before. And I enjoyed playing at Moore Park College, but damn, they were terrible for recruiting. Like,
Yeah.
it's like after the season, like throw away the film, new team.
New
And then
team. Let's try to do it
like
again.
I don't know, we almost won conference in my sophomore year, and we had one guy who played somewhere else. Maybe I don't even know if he ended up playing, but and then you guys, I did you
We
guys
had
get double
guys
digit
go.
wins?
No, I don't think so. No, absolutely not. I
And
was
then
thinking in
like
my
you had
two
like
year.
5 guys who got scholarships.
Yeah. 2. I think all of our starters, or no, except one guy. He didn't go. Like that's 4 guys that went to a school. So
Yeah,
that's and then I don't remember like the other people, but not I don't remember them, but I don't remember if they went anywhere or whatever. But for that on a team that was worse than you guys, yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, were you starting the whole year?
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay, you
my
didn't have
second
any
year I
guys off
started.
the bench that because I'm thinking like I feel
I'm
like you
trying.
guys had guys off the bench that got scholarships.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to. I don't really remember, but yeah, that was the DVD era. Like you had to
Yeah,
send a DVD, and all I did was just 2 games, 2 footed like 2 games that I had good games, and boom, they were like, "Yeah, come out. Like we want you out here, or whatever." And
yeah.
I was able to choose between two schools just off, you know, the footage. So I was now it's a total. I don't even know what you got to have like a YouTube channel. You got to have social media followers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like what's the?
I mean, with this the NCAA rule or whatever change,
Yeah, yeah.
it's going to be the amount of like college players, social media, YouTube chat, like that is going to increase like crazy.
Yeah, that's all gonna play a part. That's all gonna play a part. Like they're gonna make money, and we talked about it last episode. But man, I just love to see that.
Yeah. To see, you know,
Now they can just for me, like as an entrepreneur, like to see the different ways that they come about making money. That's just gonna be super cool. Like the
yeah,
creativeness or whatever to be able to make money is gonna be very interesting. You're gonna see some
there's
stuff.
we have, I sent you this um, story about this gym owner in Miami who's planning $500 a month endorsement deal for Miami Hurricanes football players. So it seems I don't know how many. Oh, it says he plans to offer all 90 scholarship football players. So all players who are on a scholarship at University of Miami football team, he's going to offer them $500 a month to work out at that gym. Like, can you imagine that? I mean, I've never even been to Miami, but like in Miami, and the entire Miami football team works out at your gym, and you're going to pay them for that. Like, that sounds like good business for both parties.
100%. And it's just gonna be so much stuff like that. And
Yeah.
imagine being a player, just being a player at that time. You're on scholarship, so whatever. You're getting your little meals and stuff like that. But then you get an extra 500, and it doesn't sound like much to us, but for a college athlete, that's I know for me when I was a college athlete, to get 500, I hit the lottery.
Yeah. And that's just 500. That's just that
500.
stipend. You know,
That's
like
not even.
these guys
That's not
they're
a
gonna have
stipend.
YouTube channels.
They're gonna get
Oh
monthly.
yeah. Well, it said monthly stipend. I don't know why, but
Oh, monthly. Maybe it's the same thing. Maybe
he
it
said he
means
was gonna
monthly.
pay him $500 a month, basically.
Yeah, that's
So,
crazy. And then yeah, like
I
you
mean,
said, they could do other stuff.
yeah, YouTube, social media, whatever lessons. Yeah. So that just
Guitar
$500 a
lessons,
month. I mean, they could make $1,000 a
unboxing
month,
videos.
$1,500 a month.
Yeah,
Unboxing
there's
TikTok
gonna
videos if you're Juju Smith.
Does he do TikTok videos?
Oh my god, yeah, people clown on him for that because
Oh, I didn't
he
know.
is all TikTok guy, and then he just got like lit up against the Bengals. I think he got knocked out.
Oh,
People were
shoot.
just trolling him bad,
Dang.
but it's not a good look
Yeah.
when you do stuff like that, especially in the NFL when you're playing little games like that. Like it's fine, but it's just like such a violent game. Like as a fan, as somebody who's following it, like I mean, like the Raiders have a guy who is going to be his second year in the league, and he just put out a rap album that came out. Yeah, we talked about it before, so it's like you put that pressure on yourself. Of like, if you don't perform, like people are coming after you.
Yes and no. I don't think the rap album thing is gonna be that. I don't think that's more of a. I don't think that's a bullseye. I think other things are. If he's trash and like at rapping, then yeah, I haven't heard any of his
I
stuff.
think
But
he is.
is he? But you thought
It
Dame
doesn't
Lillard was
sound
trash.
anything. I don't think he was trash.
You started laughing when I said yeah he's nice or whatever. You started laughing.
That doesn't
You're
mean
like
I
you
think he's
think no.
trash.
You said you think he's good, like insinuating
That
that
doesn't mean
he
I
was.
think he's trash.
But you started laughing. So what do you think he was?
I just don't think he's not like elite level.
Nah. I mean, who's elite though? What's elite? Jay-Z.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm
So
just
you were
saying he's not
laughing because
that.
of that?
I'm just saying you can hear the difference. Like
No, I think he's on the Space Jam album.
well, yeah, he's in the movie.
Oh, he is? Did you see that
Yeah.
the album came out?
No.
Yeah, the album just dropped. The Space Jam soundtrack or whatever.
I Believe I Can Fly remix. Is it on there?
See, they tried to. It seemed like from the titles, they tried to do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah, they tried to kind of like, oh, I believe I can float. Like it.
Oh my god.
It's. I don't know what it was, but it was kind of. They just. Man.
I'm bringing it up right now.
Yeah, some of the titles were like, I believe I can still fly.
So we have We Win, Control the World, which is Lil Wayne, See Me Fly, John Legend. God,
Mhm.
which John Legend, I don't know if I mentioned
What's
this
up with it?
before, but I am
Oh,
done with John Legend.
you're
God,
done with John?
I
Why?
am
What happened?
done
What happened?
because he's just like he everywhere, everything. Like
What do you
he
mean?
does.
Oh,
He
he's
doesn't
too
give.
visible.
He doesn't give a shit what commercial or what product it is. Like he's always singing on something, like singing.
Is he? Is he a is he a whisperer?
A whisper like
Not a.
singer.
Is he like a not a whisper? Is he a whistle talker?
Oh, maybe, maybe.
I get those whistle talk vibes from him.
Uh, I don't know. But after, what was the first album? What was his first one? One with like Ordinary People, and
It's like yeah, I think is what it's called, right? John Legend.
it might be. Yeah, I can't remember what it is, but
It's like
that,
Room, Save Room or something like that. Isn't that what it's called?
I don't know.
I've
But
never
after that,
honestly.
he just got so like.
I've never been a
Damn.
John Legend big fan.
I haven't either.
I
Get
never.
Lifted.
I don't know why.
That's what it is.
Get Lifted.
Yeah.
Dang, he's talking about smoking that weed.
But then after that, everything was like, all of me, that song. Where
Yeah,
it's like the saddest
yeah.
shit,
I think that's where I don't know. I don't know why I'm not a John Legend fan. I think it's the person who gets because I can't say that the person who gets behind the piano because Stevie Wonder is fire.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not that.
I don't know what it is, and Alicia Keys
I
is
think,
fire. So I don't know.
yeah, I think it's the tone of the songs that he's doing.
Yeah,
that
I
are
think
like,
that's what it is.
they're always like that kind of sappy, like,
Right,
sad, melancholy R&B thing,
right.
Um, also, his wife is crazy. I don't know, like, she's
Yeah, I
always
don't
doing
know.
crazy stuff, and she's like in the news right now. She's crazy, but so I'm like, and they're all over the place. You see them, like John Legend and Chrissy Teigen everywhere. So I'm good on that. But
You don't like the visibility of him.
it's just too much. It's like everywhere.
Okay.
But how did we even get there? How did I even start?
We were talking about
John
that
Legend?
songs from like Space Jam and stuff.
Oh, from Space Jam, yeah.
I mean, Jay-Z was on the first one. Jay-Z was on the
Pump,
original
was
soundtrack.
he really?
Yeah, he was on.
Doing
It was
what?
like him and R. Kelly and something.
Can't have
Whatever.
R. Kelly on this one.
Yeah, R. Kelly was all over the first one. Well,
All over a lot of things back then. That ship has sailed.
Yeah, but you're looking at the list. What they had, like, remember Seal had the "Fly Like an Eagle" song. They had,
Well, John Legend has "See Me Fly."
That's what I'm saying. It just seemed you're
Yeah, and
still
then they have
doing it.
number 5 is "Pump Up the Jam." Like that's
It's
the
not
same.
the original.
Are you
right?
sure? Oh yeah, I guess Lil Uzi Vert. Like some kind
It's
of
like the remix. Yeah.
damn. Went full trap with it. Okay. Just for Me by
Okay,
SZA.
is there like a Monstars anthem song? Because remember the first one had the Monstars Hit 'em High song.
Crowd Go Crazy, Mercy, Game Time, About That Time, MVP, Settle the Score, Going Loony, Shoot My Shot, My Guy, The Best.
Wow, man, the
Is SZA, is that how you say it? Is that a man
SZA?
or a woman or
It's female.
Okay. I don't even really know.
You've heard SZA before.
Yeah, I'm sure I have.
I'm 100% because you've heard the Black Panther soundtrack.
Yeah, I know. That's why I recognize the name. Yeah,
I'm
they're
gonna go out on. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's not gonna do as well as or it's not gonna be as good as the first Space Jam soundtrack.
I'd say you're pretty safe in guessing that.
Yeah. You had that space. You had the Space Jam song.
Who? I mean,
The intro song. Remember that?
I don't think that's Space Jam.
Oh, you're crazy.
You're
They
thinking,
literally say "Welcome to the Space Jam."
oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that one. Yeah. I thought you were talking
there's
about
no
the
mix
one.
up there.
I thought you were talking about the one that's like the Michael Jordan era Bulls when
Oh,
they would,
the
you know that one. I thought it was that one, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna be because you're gonna be expecting it to be the original, first of all, you know, and then
Hey, look what
anything
you
that's
did.
what.
Look what they did. They recreated the movie, so you're gonna compare it.
Yeah. So like you're gonna and they I mean it's not even like they didn't call it Space Jam 2. It's just like what is it? A new frontier or some
A new
whatever Star Trek
legacy.
shit.
Yeah, new legacy.
There you go. Yeah, new legacy. I guess that's basically the same thing, but they're
Do
probably
you
trying
think
to keep it as close as possible to the first one.
do you think that the players all went to LeBron and played pickup games while he was filming it, like they did for Michael Jordan?
Oh, they did?
Yeah, you didn't know about that?
Mm-mm.
When they were filming Space Jam after who was it? Nick Anderson stole the ball in the playoffs, and they lost to the Magic. He went to L.A. to film Space Jam, and they built a court on a set, and like everyone flew in to
Oh
help
yeah.
Michael Jordan destroy them.
That's where he was like training or whatever, right?
Yeah, he's like, you guys are helping me win 72 games and win the NBA championship, right? Because he literally did that the next year.
Oh. Well, I hope that's the case this time. I hope that LeBron
I just don't.
is there.
I think it passed though.
What? The window?
That they didn't film it this off season.
Oh, I thought you meant LeBron, like to
Yeah, they
his
filmed it
chance
like
to
in
win.
2019 or something like that.
Oh yeah, you're right. All right, so then it did work out.
Yeah, it worked out.
Perfect. Well, let's Space Jam 3. Let's go.
Space Jam 3 with Zion. Yeah, who would you think of Space Jam 3 would be? Like if they were to do a third version of it, who would be that? Who is the most likely person? Bronny?
I guess Trey Young because he looks like a kid.
Space Jam International with Luka Doncic.
Yeah, it's got to be in Slovenian though. I don't like
yeah,
some
that's
of
a
the
tough
younger
one.
guys, like Zion. I never really heard him talk very much, and he just sounds like a kid.
Yeah.
Anyways, I heard him talking about playing in the garden, and he's like, "Oh, it's so cool here. Oh, look at how
Looking
big it
around.
is." Yeah.
Pause.
He's
You
like,
know
"Oh,
you know who's also like that? DeAndre Ayton.
oh." I
He
mean,
seems like a
I could
little
see that.
kid. He
Yeah, like
seems like
did you see
absolute.
last night? Monty Williams was like, "You play good. You do a good job. You're a big guy. You're big. Be strong. Be physical. You do a good job." And DeAndre, he was like, "Yeah," and then he did an awesome job.
He's absolutely that guy. I could see. I don't know if it that U of A thing, that University of Arizona, Sean Miller little scandal where they were taping and snitching and stuff. Did you hear about that? You
No,
heard about all that stuff? You didn't hear about that?
and well, Sean Miller is that why he? That was the guy. That
Yeah,
was his coach, right?
that was his
Aiden's.
coach. Yeah. And I want to say his name was in some of those transcripts or voice recordings, like because they did a whole like investigation. They tapped their phones, all that, and I think DeAndre Ayton was part of like something with that. But I could just see him like crying. No, I didn't do it. Like a little kid for sure.
I don't know if he's from Arizona, but I was just thinking about it
It-
watching the game the other day. But I forgot that he came from U of A.
yeah, he went to U of A, and then I think he went prep school in Arizona.
Okay,
as well.
so he's been in Arizona for
I know.
10 years or whatever,
I know, seriously.
and he's like
Not 10 years,
23.
but yeah. No. If that, he's probably younger than that.
Yeah, I think he is
Because he went to
22.
college one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's
How old
22.
is Devin Booker?
26.
No.
He's been in the league for 5 years, I think. Booker.
Is he 26?
And he's played a couple years. Or yeah, because they don't include him in that under 25, I don't think. Or is he 24?
Okay.
And they do.
Yeah, I think he's super young.
Yeah, I think
That's
he
why
is
I brought
24.
him up.
God damn, they got both of them.
I know. You know
Man.
what's crazy is he's on the Olympic team.
Who, Booker?
Booker. So you got Booker playing in the finals right now. You got Booker, what's the dude's
Giannis.
name that looks old, but he's good? What's his name?
Looks old, but he's good.
Middleton. Chris Middleton.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Chris Middleton
and
looks like a
then,
piranha.
or that, yeah. That was the second thing I was gonna say. And then you got Drew Holiday. So those guys
Yeah.
are all gonna be on the Olympic team. And then you have KD, which I didn't know he was gonna be on there.
I thought he said that he wasn't, because I saw that Popovich said something about like if he told me no, I would have begged him till he said yes. So I figured he said no. And I also thought that meant that Pop wasn't the coach. But
Yeah, I think it's his last year.
But he definitely is the coach. I saw a clip of him earlier where he's like running. I think they like in practice for some reason the coaches had to
They
run.
make him run. Oh yeah.
So he's like running lines.
So then you have Damian Lillard. I'm just naming the people that I remember.
Zach LaVine, I saw.
Yeah, I saw Zach LaVine. And then
Dame was in front and he was last. I bet you he was like, damn, they put that picture out and I'm last.
What picture?
Because they're running lines and Dame is like, he's out in front and Zach LaVine looks like he's still on the turn and everybody else is like,
he's on his
sprinting.
second lap. What are you talking about?
I guess, but it looks like Dame's but it's not a good look.
I know.
But I think Kevin Love,
Bradley Beal.
Yeah, there was one on there that I was
Jason Tatum.
Oh, Jeremy Grant.
What do you mean? Oh, hold on. You don't. Okay. We named a lot of players. You named one in particular that he's on the team, and I'm like, why? Kevin Love.
Oh yeah.
He averaged like 12 points a game.
I don't know.
And I get it. I get what Kevin Love brings. Like he's, but I don't know.
Maybe that was
kind of
before
weird
KD said yeah. And that is
it was kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Just like, oh man, look at this. The Olympic team. It's gonna be a good team. Why is Kevin Love on here?
Yeah. I don't know.
Who would you start?
2021 Christian Laettner. Man.
You got
Tatum.
Bam Adebayo too.
Yeah. I definitely start Tatum. I definitely start KD. Actually, I don't know. Maybe you start KD.
Tatum.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it,
That's only I was close to like in my mind to saying him, but he wouldn't. He just misses it.
I think so too. And then he's like your off the bench scorer. Well, I mean, one of. But I mean, but you
Yeah.
know how it is in the Olympics, like
Yeah.
like
The
that team with
mellow-ish.
Kobe and Melo and all that, like and how Melo
Yeah.
was kind of like they're like, all right, Melo, you're the scorer,
Yeah.
and then Kobe like just
Charles
played
Barkley.
defense. Um, but yeah, so you got Dame, KD, both of them start obviously.
Yeah.
And then are there any other like vets that are
I didn't see.
Bradley Beal maybe?
I would start Beal. I would start a small lineup and put like Bam.
Yeah. Damn. Dame, Beal, KD, somebody,
Book.
and Bam. Oh God,
Book.
Book.
You gotta
But
go with Booker.
I don't know. Would you start Book and Beal?
And Dame. Yeah,
Because
they're the
like they're both.
wings.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
You put them as the wings, and then you have KD, who can he can defend some bigs, whatever. But and then Bam as is your, I guess, your big.
Yeah.
I mean he's a true big. He's a this generation big.
And you
But
said Aiden is on it?
I didn't see Aiden. No,
Oh, okay.
I didn't see Aiden. Which moving forward he should be,
Yeah. It's gonna be fun to
because
watch.
he's like
Like
he's baby David Robinson.
yeah.
Like he's kind of in that mold,
Yeah.
and that he has that type
Super
of game.
efficient, super athletic, great shape, like crazy frame, and a
Can
better
take
head on his
jump
shoulders
shots.
than like a Dwight Howard,
Oh yeah,
Took Dwight Howard
team
freaking
guy.
10 years to like not be an idiot.
Yeah, until he was, until he lost a step. But he's also a team guy too,
Yeah.
which is like what you kind of have to be as a big this era. You can't be like, give me the ball.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not that era anymore.
Man, that era was crazy. When it was big guys and they were just like, feed me. And then if you didn't, then then it was like a giant problem.
Yeah, because you had power forwards and you had centers. Because you had like the David Robinsons, Patrick Ewings, and all those Morning, and there's someone else, Patrick Ewing, Shaq, Morning, David Robinson.
Who's the guy
Yeah.
from the Grizzlies? Reeves? Or what was his name?
Yeah, Big Country.
Big Country, that's what it was. That guy. I'm talking about the Big Baby.
Oh, that's who you think about?
Those fat guys
Okay.
that are like they're like the butter beans
Sabonis
of
and stuff?
basketball. Nah, Sabonis
Like
was
Sabonis.
Sabonis was a point guard in the Olympics before he came to the NBA.
He said a point.
I'm not joking, he was.
He was a great passing big. I don't know if he was point guard.
I mean, to the
Like
point
crossing dudes up and stuff.
where if he got the rebound, he's bringing it up. Like I'm pretty
Okay,
sure,
he's
and
like
he's running the
Jokic.
break, and he's like more than Jokic. He's
You
running
think so?
and he was in better shape, or not in better shape, but a different frame.
Yeah.
He was like a
Yeah, they say he was great, like a really, really good player. But I mean, I don't know.
Pig Miller.
I don't think he would. But then you also had like power forwards too, who were like, give me the ball in the post, like KG, Tim Duncan.
But they
all
were
those
face
guys.
up.
Chris Webber. They
You know?
were, but it was still that transition where it's like you had to have a post game.
Yeah.
You had to. Like all of them had a post game.
But a lot of them were
Like if you
either
needed
or. Like even Shaq.
Right.
Like Shaq's back to the basket. He's not face up. Like
Yeah.
and then
but I mean, yeah, it's true. I mean, but they could all jump hook you to death. Like
yeah.
they all had that. Like
Shaq
all
had
of
it,
and
yeah.
then all. Well, no, I'm not saying Shaq. I'm saying the power forwards.
Yeah.
Like they could all jump hook you to death, and they could also shoot like the little mid range.
Turn face up.
But this era is not like give it in the post or mid post and get me a bucket. It's get a lob.
Yeah.
Get on the roll, maybe hit a jump shot. So those are the bigs now. But he fits, man, Ayton, he fits well into this era. Like
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be, you know,
He's gonna make a lot of money.
I mean, if he continues on huh?
He's gonna make a lot of money. And when he
Yeah.
re-ups his deal, he's getting a max for sure.
Oh yeah.
If he
You
doesn't,
have to.
he
You have to
should.
because
You know,
you have to. You have to max him out because of his age, because of what he can do, because of where he's been, and there's no one else like him really.
and he's not. He doesn't have that kind of frame like AD or Embiid. You know,
Right.
where like I think they weigh more than he does. Like, you know, and he's just like so much lighter and he's more agile. He
Yeah.
moves better than them, kind of, you know. Like,
He's super mobile and whatever you call that, like agility.
yeah.
Like I was like, wow. There's like threes and fours like guarding him, and he's way more mobile than that.
Yeah. I bet you he's
And
like,
it's like impressive.
I would like to know what he runs. Like if he ran a 40 or something. Like I bet you in practice when they're running, I bet you he's close to the front. Like he seems like he's such a crazy athlete.
He's a crazy athlete. I don't know if he's like sprint top end speed athlete, but
Yeah, maybe
he's
not that.
definitely like, yeah, he's definitely man, they got a bright future. Him and Book just alone.
Yeah, and then some of those other
They-
role players, you know, like the Cam Johnson, you know,
yeah,
like
those guys are gonna come and go though.
they
Like,
will. Yeah.
Like the fact that you got these two guys in the finals, like that's your foundation, and you do at all costs make sure they're good.
That they retire as a Sun. You know,
That
like,
they retire as
yeah.
Phoenix Sun, yeah.
Who are you? Are you do you care who wins that series at all? Do you
Nah, not really.
No.
I'm pretty much over it.
Yeah.
Once my team's out, I'm like pretty much over it.
Yeah. I would like to see it'd be nice to see Milwaukee get a win. And by that I mean the city. You know, like to see like, you know,
Small market.
I mean small market, but also just what's been going. Like that city's had a rough
Oh, true. Yeah.
a rough, you know, go of it the last couple years, you know. So it'd be cool to see that. But Phoenix, you know, and Giannis, you know, like Giannis is humble. He's, you know, like he's been on that team. He's not jumping around. Same thing with Middleton. You know, like they both were drafted
He's
there.
airballing shots,
Yeah.
airballing free throws.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Nah, I'd like to see Giannis win too, and Chris Paul too. So it goes both ways.
Yeah. So either way, you know, like whatever. Summer school is coming up. Have you enrolled for summer school?
No. Are you?
No. Did you ever do summer school?
Oh. Yeah. In college and in elementary school, I did summer school. Yeah.
You did elementary.
What about you?
Summer school and elementary school? You're catching
Yeah,
up
I
on
did
work.
summer school. No, it wasn't. It wasn't catching up. He said catching.
You didn't finish your popsicle stick art project, and so you had to stay for summer school.
Yeah, I guess I should clarify that, right? No, no, I went to some. I don't know what it was. It was just like extra school. Because my mom was like, "You need to do something."
And man, I don't
So
think I ever did it. I don't know if I was ever like in summer school, but I might have went just because my dad was like teaching or coaching or something. So like I might have just been around the school, but it's definitely a different vibe.
it sucks. I'm not gonna lie, it sucks. I mean, in college it was different. In college it was like, all right, get credits, and you know, there's still like workouts.
Yeah.
You still got to go to workout, so might as well take classes before the workout, whatever. And in elementary, I went 1 year, and it was just like extra school. Like it wasn't there's no catch up or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I remember I went. So here's the story. I went like maybe 2 days, and then I was staying at my aunt's house in Colonia, and we were playing tag in her front yard. We were playing tag in her front yard, and the base was a brick wall.
Oh my god.
And I was determined to get to the
To
wall.
get there, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. And then after I was just safe from summer school, I ran into the wall so bad, my cheek, like I had to like go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I already knew where you were going with that because
yeah, of course. And
I'll do it
and so I got out of summer school
by bashing your face into
by
a
putting
wall.
yeah. It looked like I was in a prize fight after.
Is that the worst childhood injury that you have?
Yeah, pretty much. I never really got injured like that.
Yeah.
Up until my Achilles injury. I sprained ankles and stuff.
Yeah, but not anything.
I had bruised ribs in high school, but I didn't tell no one because I
Yeah,
didn't want them to sit me.
I think I did too.
You did?
Yeah, because I remember one time trying to get a rebound and then somebody else came and then got me. And it was like,
Oh yeah.
it was to the point where it was like, you cough, sneeze, fart,
Yeah.
laugh,
Like,
whatever.
yeah. You can't raise your arm either.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so I wasn't. Yeah, I didn't tell anyone or whatever, but those were pretty much the only injuries I ever really got. What about you?
I tripped over a diving board one time and I like
Okay.
smashed my face on the cement there. And it was like, and then I just, there are pictures of me wearing
What
giant
age were you?
sunglasses.
Like you were like you were Floyd Mayweather after a fight.
Yeah. I think I was like 7, maybe. But I just,
Did you cry?
of course I did. What do you mean?
Okay.
Smash my face on the ground?
I'm just wondering if you were gonna lie or not.
No, I assure you I did. But yeah, there's that one. That was,
What was the cry like?
probably like a.
No.
Okay.
I don't like to lose. Second.
That
Got it.
with
got
less
it, okay.
words.
Okay.
But I remember it was like a big commotion because I think probably like the sound that my face made when it hit the ground was probably off-putting to the people to my family who was there. But there was another time that I was at my grandma's house and my cousin had he had a sword or maybe it was mine and he took it, but he was like running away with it and running through the house. And then, of course, don't run in the house. Don't run in the house. And he ran around a door. He ran around a doorway and then closed the sliding door to that door. So I come running around the corner and then I don't know the door's closed. And then I just smashed into it and I knocked out my 2 front teeth. And there was just blood everywhere. And
dang, like that?
Yeah, and then my grandma's like, "That's why you don't run in the house." And I'm like just bleeding and like foaming at the mouth.
He passed out from
That's
the blood
why we
loss.
don't run. Dude, we used to have this.
You're like, okay, but can you help me?
Can you pick my teeth up? Dude, we had all kinds of
Okay, can you call 911?
Vicious obstacles at the house, at my grandparents' house. Like there was one table that we just called the killer table because it had a wooden top and it looked like somebody just cut a log, right? Like you found just a stump and then cut the top of it cut it like maybe 6 inches, like height, and stained it, but it just jagged, sticking out on all sides, and then it was on top of these metal legs that with like the little swirlies on the feet,
Yeah.
and it was just like,
So you could slide it.
so if you're a kid in there and you're playing, like every kid in our
If you get
family,
stuck on there, you get a pierced heart.
yeah, we get out of summer school for sure. Like that table existed when my dad was a kid. So like I think my dad and his brothers and sisters were getting injured on that shit too. And my grandparents were just like, "Nah, we're keeping it. Be more careful."
Hey man, that was their defense
Yeah.
from you guys
Like,
running
yeah.
around and
Hey,
stuff.
you want to act up? Go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah. But that's it. Not too bad. So we'll see. I'm always I feel like that, like I mean, you see kids get hurt bad, like you feel bad, obviously, but I feel like like you see parents after a while, it's just like, all right, go ahead, get hurt. Like after a while that fades, you know? Like you see young parents with young kids and they got to chase them around so they don't bump their head on a table and you know. But as you grow up and you see like, like parents, the distance gets more, and then it's like, it's okay if you bump your head. It's okay if you fall down. It's okay if you smash into a door, knock your teeth out. That's okay if you slam your face on the concrete. Like, you probably shouldn't run then. Like it changes over time.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see the reactions for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, you have any other things you need to get off of your chest? Your chest?
Literally say that every other week. But shout out to all the people on patreon.com. We got we got 30 episodes, 29, 30 episodes.
What, on
Of
Patreon?
extra. Yeah, on Patreon.
Yeah.
So shout out to all the subscribers there, patreon.com/live from Ox City. And that's it. Good talking to you. He's, don't stop riding Spirit Airlines because you're gonna end up a spirit.